Hi guys, I'm Adam Wilborn from WhatCulture.
And I'm Adam Murray from WhatCulture.
And don't forget, if you want to get the news when you're out and about, you can download it as a podcast by searching for WhatCulture Wrestling on either iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast from. Coming up today, though, an update on the Big Cass situation.
The brackets for AEW's Tag Team Title Tournament are here.
WWE are bringing back another legendary WCW event.
We got some news on WWE's upcoming FS1 studio show.
This is the news.
Wow, transitions. But we're going to start things off with backstage heat.
Yes.
And WWE's shoot season remains well and truly open. So if you watched this week's Raw, you'll have seen the tag team match between Bayley, Sasha Banks against Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. Things got a little bit dicey in that match, or so people seem to think. So there was a couple of moments that stand out in here. There was one awkward bit where Sasha was the legal woman, Alexa was on the apron. Sasha tried to hit her, Alexa moved away, so Sasha basically just booted her in the stomach. Alexa tries to burst through the referee, get in the ring, I'm so bad, blah, 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 blah. There's then another moment where Alexa does a dive to the outside, and Alexa's actually put this on her own Instagram. Sasha and Bayley are there to catch her. Sasha kind of moves out of the way and just sticks an arm out there.
You know when you try and look busy at work, that.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened there. Alundra Blaze commented on this post and said, "Thank God for Bayley." Alexa replied saying, "I said the same thing." Then, not long after that, Mikaze, who is Sasha Banks' husband, does a lot of the gear and stuff for WWE Superstars, tweeted saying, "I've said it before and I'll say it again. People in glass houses shouldn't cast stones." And then we got Nia Jax, good friend of Alexa Bliss, obviously retweeting somebody who said that Banks was deliberately trying to injure Bliss. So, lots to unpack here.
First of all, clearly that Mikaze tweet means Hell in a Cell is going to be glass this year, so that's a big takeaway. No, look, I think there's a bit of something here, I reckon.
You reckon?
Judging by what they've sort of showcased and the sort of track record of stuff, you know, you pointed out in the past the whole Sasha Charlotte stuff. She wasn't always necessarily in the right position. And I'm not saying that she's deliberately trying to injure anyone, but it does seem that it's pissing a lot of people off backstage.
There's some evidence you can point to in the past. Sasha is very bad at catching people. Loads of those Charlotte matches feature her kind of just standing over here and putting an arm out while Charlotte's doing flippy dippy doodads over the top rope, off the top rope. There's also a lot of history. There's a lot of examples you can point to between Alexa and Banks, stretching all the way back to NXT. There was one particular moment where Sasha busted Alexa's face up, and they've had some catty comments traded back and forth in the past. There's every chance that these people just don't like each other. However, I think this is probably bollocks, to be honest. I think a lot of people have just, these performers, they're very clever, have just caught onto something gaining momentum online and gone, hey, let's stir the pot a little bit. I don't care either way. I think it's good fun. I love stuff like this.
I think the women's division is incredibly exciting in WWE right now.
Yeah.
And I think anything that we can use to, on the one hand, anything that is going to build more excitement, build more intrigue as to whether is this real or is this not, is one thing. So long as it doesn't devolve into the old school sort of catty bitch, ho, that sort of thing.
You're a trash bag.
Let's not take away from the fact that the Four Horsewomen are going to put on some absolute, well, have and will put on some absolute bangers going forward. And then if you chuck Alexa Bliss into the mix, it only gets better for me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for building heat in whatever way possible, so long as no one's actually getting legitimately hurt. And this, whether it's real or whether it's fake, is so much fun. So cool.
There may well be something there, but it also probably isn't a coincidence that Alexa Bliss is currently holding a championship belt right now.
There you go.
There you have it. Right, let's move on and talk about the Big Cass situation. We reported this on Sunday night ahead of Clash of Champions. And Big Cass, through the conduit of Enzo Amore, basically, has effectively tweeted out an apology for what happened at that show that he was all over the headlines for, basically. He said, I've been very honest with my past struggles. It's been an ongoing battle. On Saturday night, I obviously let my demons get the better of me and I ruined an important night for a really great guy in an unfortunate series of events. I've worked incredibly hard to get where I am and even harder to overcome my ongoing battle with depression. But I will work my absolute hardest to right the wrongs of Saturday night and apologize to Kevin Matthews, Pat Buck, of course it was his farewell show, Joey Janela, the entire WrestlePro locker room and all parties involved from the bottom of my heart. He goes on to say he's getting help and we'll be getting more professional help in the near future. He says, when and if I re-emerge as a public figure, it will be in good faith, and I hope to inspire those who struggle with the same mental health issues that I do, to seek the help that they need. If Tyson Fury can do it, so can I. Remember, I ain't dead yet, and neither are you. Peace and love, William Patrick Morrissey III, of course, the real name of Big Cass. Now, when we reported this on Sunday night, me and Phil kind of implied that rather than this being some sort of sensationalist story, it was clearly just a man who'd, he has and is still in the process of, and probably will be, if it's, if judging by friends who've gone through this is an ongoing process. Yeah. So what he did was wrong. There's no excuse in that, but it's good to know that he recognises it. We pointed out at the time that this, isn't something that seems in character for him, and I'm just glad to hear that he's got the friends and family support around him, and appears to be on the right path. Yeah,
I mean, really horrible situation to hear about, particularly when you heard the reports that he was in a locker room the previous night and he was all laughy, jokey, happy. Guy has some health issues that clearly need to be addressed. I wish him all the best in his recovery. That is a very sincere, excellent update from Cass. Hope he gets what he needs. Hope he's able to mount a full recovery, but for now, it sounds like he needs to maybe stay away from this. Yeah, exactly. Take a step back, get yourself right, and come back, because we're all rooting for you, Big Cass. Full support for the big man. Let's move on. Let's go over to AEW. Talk about their tag team title tournament, which kicks off on TNT. I believe the first match is on the 9th of October, the second episode. We have some brackets. Jesus, that's soon, isn't it? Not long. It's not NXT starts tonight. Ridiculous situation. Wrestling's mental. It's great, isn't it? We're going to run through these brackets. These were unveiled on the latest episode of Road to TNT, which came out on YouTube last night. We have the full brackets here. So, on the left-hand side, we have the Young Bucks, obviously, facing off against Private Party. Very interesting match. So they recently clashed in House of Glory at the Young Bucks' last indie match. Then, we have the Lucha Bros versus Jurassic Express. Another really hot, fun little match. My apologies to my new best friend, Luchasaurus. So that's the left-hand side of the bracket. On the right-hand side, we have Best Friends versus SCU. And then the Dark Order, of course, who get an automatic bye after winning like 4 matches to advance one match in the tournament. It's not an automatic bye. The match that they had was effectively their first round match. It's so stupid. It's ridiculous. You get a bye into the second round. You get a bye after earning an opportunity for a bye, so you won 3 matches to get to the stage. Oh, it's kind of silly. But looking at the tournament brackets, there are all kinds of exciting matches. I think the 2 first-round matches that stick out the most are both on the left-hand side. The Bucks and Private Party is very cool. Jurassic Express versus Lucha Bros should be an absolute melter. Jungle Boy's going to die. Yeah, Jungle Boy's going to eat some stuff. But, if you want to fantasy book it, there's all kinds of possibilities here. I think a lot of people have the Dark Order getting to the finals. I think the way they've been presented is absolutely down that path. The other side is a lot tougher, because conceivably any of those 4 teams could reach the final. I personally would love to see Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy win the whole thing, because I think they're the most overact in the whole division, aside from probably the Young Bucks, because they're the Young Bucks. But it would be really cool to see them beat both the Young Bucks and Lucha Bros. Yeah, I think a lot of people will presume that the Young Bucks will make the final, or at the very least get past Private Party. I don't know. know. This isn't WWE. Just because they, are sort of running the show doesn't mean they get any special treatment. Yeah. And I can see them saying, I think Private Party may need the win to sort of keep that momentum going. The same kind of goes for Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. I think it'd be fantastic if you suddenly had a semi-final which was Private Party versus Jurassic Express. I don't know whether that's going to happen. I mean, like I said, the Lucha Bros kind of don't play games and murdered the Young Bucks on pay-per-view. But I'm excited. And on the other side, Best Friends versus SCU is going to be a banger match. That's a little ripper, yeah. Whatever happens with this tournament, I just hope that the winning team isn't overact, and one of the more overacts in the tournament. Dark Order thing really hasn't worked for a lot of people so far. I think they're an awesome tag team, and I'm very partial to Stu Grayson. Pretty much because he looks exactly like Jules with face paint and like some God of War attire. But yeah, I just hope whoever wins is an overact. Maybe Dark Order will be over by the end of the tournament. Also, SCU has 3 people, Best Friends has 2, but also one more. I hope that means we get to see more of Orange Cassidy. Hey, I'm all for that. I hope Orange Cassidy is a walk-in, not a run-in.
A walk in.
It takes him 5 minutes.
Right, let's move on and talk about Starrcade is coming back. Very nearly called it Starcast there, and that would have pissed everyone off. It is returning to the WWE Network for a 1-hour special on December 1st. People confirmed for the show include Seth Rollins, Kofi Kingston, Becky Lynch, Bayley, Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, all the big stars, all the people you'd expect. Daniel Bryan, of course, is included in there as well. It's going to air from I just wanted to mention this because I love the name of it, the Infinite Energy Center.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be filmed and then obviously put out on the network on Sunday the 1st of December. Obviously it came back recently. The last couple of years they've been doing it. I love this show. I mean, it's kind of a nothing show.
Yeah.
But I love Starrcade, and they're just going to have a banger at the start of December, aren't they?
I mean, I'll be totally honest. I've not watched one of these WWE Starrcast things since they...
Starrcade.
Starrcade.
Told you we were going to do it.
Since they inherited Starrcade from Conrad Thompson, I've not watched it. I've not seen any of them. But it's cool, I guess, to see them kind of reviving old brands, even though it's probably just Vince going, WCW's biggest pay-per-view,
I was going to say, it's weird that they're doing this, but they never, make it a thing.
Yeah.
Like, they just go, oh, yeah, we're just going to have some random matches if you fancy watching it, rather than, let's make a big Starrcade thing. But I'll allow it on one condition. Give me Halloween Havoc.
That'd be nice.
There we go.
Bash on the beach. Yeah. In winter. Good, yeah, do that. That's a great shout. Maybe it'll be a fun event. They always come up with some fun pairings at the very least. And they sometimes get old WCW people in for nostalgia spots. Cool, let's do that. Let's do that. Moving on to our final story today, a little update on the FS1 studio show that I can't speak. It'll be like a talk thing, analysis, the hosts, all that stuff kicking in shortly after SmackDown moves to Fox, which is 2 days away or whatever. We've got some new updates on that coming from PW Insider. Basically, as expected, Renee Young will be anchoring it. She will have Booker T as a co-host. There will be kind of a revolving panel of guests. Kathy Kelly is thought to be involved somehow, which is great because she's great. There's also talk that recent weeks have seen a number of WWE personalities and Hall of Famers auditioning for roles on the show as well. So we do expect a name announcement sometime in the next couple of days, a name, a date, a time, all that cool stuff. Lining up to be a pretty sweet little broadcast, even though I doubt it will be half as incendiary as Talking Smack was.
No, exactly. It's going to be a watered-down version of that. But it sounds like it's going to be a great show. And hey, put Renee Young on that and make it a two-man booth.
Yeah.
Really is that simple. Right, let's move on to your Twitter questions at WhatCulture WWE, of course, if you want to get in touch. First question today comes from everyone's favourite misfit, who says, there's a lot of speculation on Marty Scurll joining AEW once his Ring of Honor contract is up. But what about Flip Gordon? Any chance we see him joining the AEW roster? If so, when?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think that he's obviously been very closely affiliated with the Elite in the past. He's been on Being the Elite. He's done a lot of stuff with them. I think he's someone they'll definitely have their eye on. With regards to when, someone tell me when his Ring of Honor contract is up. That's when.
Jobber C137 gives us our second question of the day, who says, do you see a ladder match in Chad Gable's future based on the whole small stature gimmick? If so, who will he face?
After last night's SmackDown, it'd probably be Baron Corbin, and that's fine by me because their Raw match was bloody great.
Yeah, and him putting him through that throne was magnificent.
Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful stuff. I can definitely see that 100%. It fits in with everything. Chad Gable showed some newfound aggression on last night's SmackDown. I would be very excited for
Props
that.
to WWE. They've made two, not stars because they were already doing well, but they've made two real standout personalities from this King of the Ring tournament. Not only the King, but now Chad Gable. He's small. I get it. But yeah, now have him kick ass and stomp on crowns and stuff.
Do wrestling.
Matt Ryan gives us our final question of the day, who says, with Lesnar's appearance on SmackDown Live, you're in trouble, Kofi, and inevitably seeing him defeat Kofi for the WWE Championship, will it potentially lead to Survivor Series, The Beast versus The Fiend?
Yeah, that's probably the route they're going down.
Oh my God!
It's still hard to imagine The Fiend losing to Seth the Chef. Kofi is obviously losing to Brock Lesnar. I'm sorry, sorry Kofi, everyone loves you, but it's over for you, man. Brock's here, he's gonna do stuff to you. It's gonna be weird.
The Trouble in Paradise picked up straight into the F5, writes itself.
That should be absolutely beautiful, and it should be a cool match as well. To the question, yes, Fiend versus Beast, I think that would be a wonderful idea. I would like The Fiend to win that. Don't know if he will.
He should, and I think he will. He's just got a rocket ship strapped to him right now. Also, very quick aside, stop saying that The Fiend needs to beat Seth at Hell in a Cell and then say, I don't want this belt, because the Universal Championship needs The Fiend.
Don't do that.
Like, I get what you're saying, that he's got a higher purpose and blah, 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 and it's a weird time, and it'd make him, The Fiend seems weird if he's got a championship round his waist, but the match is happening, it's for the title. Stop saying, he just says, I don't want this.
I don't want this.
It's the biggest belt in the company.
I think can't put a bet in bin. I think something that might be cool is if The Fiend holds the belt for any length of time, is if he kind of messes it up a bit and makes it his own and makes it twisted like his character. So maybe like 1 month he'll come along and there's a panel missing and someone's had some weird funhouse crap sprayed on it. Like just make it his own, make it a thing. I'm gonna sneeze. That was good.
He's allergic to bad booking. Put Ramblin' Rabbit's head on it.
Yeah, there we go.
Right, let's move on to today's and finally, and I want to give props to Randy Orton, who
this is great.
has tweeted something absolutely magnificent. He tweeted the other day about Baron Corbin. Hate to say it, but he's one of the few that gets the art praising Baron Corbin, who's had MVP of the King of the Ring tournament?
100%.
Yeah, he's had a fantastic tournament. So he tweeted that out. That's nice. You know, a legend or a current superstar who's, well held in certain spaces of the locker room. Tweeting out, congratulations to Baron Corbin. Well, he's changed his mind. He tweeted, I'd like to retract this statement because I'd been drinking heavily. I'd also like to apologise to all of my peers. Randy Orton never changed, except in the ring, because that match with Kofi Kingston at Clash of Champions was crap.
Randy Orton's the weirdest wrestler in the world because he's so often a guy I never want to watch compete, but I absolutely love everything else about him. He's such a bellend and he owns it to the fullest. He's the new Kevin Nash in that he makes the most possible money by doing nothing, really. It's great. I love it.
Wonderful stuff. Let us know your thoughts on that and all of today's news stories in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling, as I said, to get daily wrestling podcasts. Plus, you can send us Twitter questions at WhatCulture WWE. Watch there, follow both of us. You can follow him at
Andy H. Murray. The H stands for Hugh.
You can follow me at Adam Wilborn. You can follow us all at WhatCulture WWE. It's good to be back.
Hey.
Thanks to Andy Murray. Thank you for watching. And we will see you soon.
Hugh.